Okay, everybody, let's move to the next chapter. And we are going to create the M48 Kukri. And we are going to need, of course, references for the model. I have some references here, which I grabbed from Google. Just type M48 Kukri, and you are going to find a lot of good references. So grab something like this or anything you want. Okay, so I'm going to delete everything as usual, and let me first enable this guy and maybe change this color. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, so I'm going to grab the references and I'm going to grab this one like so. And before you start working in any project, you need to think about what you are going to create and how you are going to create it. So for me, I'm going to start with the blade, and then I will go for this guy, and then I will create the handle. So how I am going to create the blade is going to be like, I'm going to create it like, and of course you need to think about how things are manufactured. Like if this blade was made like from metal, so it's gonna be like, if you looked at here, it's gonna be like a flat surface which had been curved from here and here to create this shape, and also here, and of course this tip of the blade were made. So we are going to create it like this. I'm going to add a plane and rotate this guy in the x-axis 90 degrees, and I just want to move it from our reference, and I am going to remove every vertices and leave one like so. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to create the outline of this blade. So with one vertex, I'm going to extrude it around the model like this. So as you can see, we are going through a lot of processes, and the first one is going to be modeling, of course, and then texturing and so on. So modeling is, like, for me, it's the easiest thing that you can do actually. Other things like texturing, it's gonna be hard a little bit, because it's the final process of the model. So you can sometimes have a really good model, but the textures are off. So yeah, modeling is easy. It may look hard, but it's so easy. Okay, so I also want to create this part like around here. So I'm going to follow as I did, but this time I want to follow also the polygons. So I want to create quads like this. So that's why I'm going to follow every other vertex. Okay, here I'm going to press F to create an edge between these two vertices. I'm going to do the same here. So this guy is going with this guy, and same, this vertex for this for this, and so on. Okay, that's good. Let me hide this guy for now, and we have a good outline. Okay, I want to remove the grid because I don't like it, so you can remove it from here. It's the floor and also the X and Y axis. Oops, like so. Okay, let's continue our work. I'm going to press F to fill with the face and keep pressing F, like so. Okay, this flow isn't right. I don't like it, so I'm going to fix this guy. Maybe move this here, maybe add one edge here by pressing Ctrl R, and I'm just moving some verses around. Okay, I'm going to select this guy and Alt M to the last vertex. Okay, so let's continue. I'm going to select these guys and keep pressing F, like so. And for this triangle, I'm going to fix it later, but leave it for now. Okay, I also want to fill all these parts so we have a flat plane. So I'm going to select every 4 vertices and make a face out of them, and I accidentally went to sculpt mode, so back to edit mode, and I'm going to press 2 for edge selection and keep pressing F to create faces. Okay, I just want to be perfect like this. So I want a vertex here to create a face, so I will go with the knife tool and cut an edge here. And the knife tool is a very powerful tool that you can use in Blender. Okay, press 2 to edge selection. So I want to say that I am really attached to Blender 2.79, so I'm keep pressing Ctrl and Tab, which is trying to switch to other modes for the object, like edit mode. So before 2.8 it was the shortcut for switching between the vertices and edges and faces. So you can see me switching between modes, but I really want to switch between the mode of the vertices, as you can see. So yeah, and of course the new shortcut for it is 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, so I'm going to press 2 for edges and press F to fill this guy. I want to continue filling, so I'm going to press 1 to add a vertex here and another one here. I'm just moving it. Okay, so I'm going to press 2 for edge selection and select this guy, press F and F again to fill these faces. I think I will need another vertex here, so like so, and of course fill again. I will need a vertex here, so I add one, and also here, and move it down, and with edge selection select these guys F, these guys F, and also these guys. Okay, so let me again hide the reference, and we actually have a pretty good knife. Okay, so let me fill this guy for now, and I'm going to select the areas from here, here, and by the way I'm pressing Control, and to here, here, and also here. Okay, I think I will need an edge here, so I'm going to add one exactly here, and I'm going to select them again to here. Okay, so solid view, and I want to enable the manipulators and pull these guys back a little bit, like so. Nice. I think we are doing good here. Don't worry about this, I'm going to fix it later. Okay, that's nice. I'm going to pull it back a little more. That looks nice. Okay, so I'm going to use a modifier, which is the mirror modifier, to see if it's gonna look right. And as you can see, the mirror modifier is working in the x-axis. I want it to work in the y-axis, like so. But when I pressed Y, this happens. Okay, so let me explain what's happening now. If I went to the object of the model, as you can see, we can see that the model have a rotation here, which is in the x-axis, which we did earlier in this chapter. So we need to remove it, and in order to remove it, you need to press Ctrl A and to apply the rotation. So the model now doesn't have any rotation. Sometimes you will need these rotations in some manners, but you are going to understand this later. Okay, so now the mirror modifier is working in the y-axis, but there is also another problem. It's not an actual mirror. So let me hide this guy. I want also to explain what is happening here. So every modifier you have is going to work depending on your origin of the model, which is here. For the mirror modifier, it's going to create a plane, and this plane is going to be our mirror, and of course it's going to work from the place which you have your origin of the object in. So I have my origin here. Let me go to top view, and I have it here, but I really want it to be like from this edge, to be mirrored on the other side. I can do this by selecting any part, like I'm going to select this vertex for example, and I'm going to press Shift and C, I'm sorry, I mean Shift and S. This is going to bring up the cursor menu, and I'm going to move the cursor to the selected object, like so. and then I'm going to object mode like so, and I'm going to object set origin to the 3D cursor. So now the origin is in the right place, and I am in the log div mode. I'm sorry, I need to be in shading. Okay, so that's great. We just need to apply clipping, and this also preventing anything from going over the model, over the mirror line, I mean, I'm sorry. Okay, so after enabling this, we can select these guys and extrude and move them like so, also here, and extrude like so, same here, and also here. I think this is a bad way. Okay, sorry, let's do it again, but let's select everything like so, and let's be in the edge selection for better results, and I'm going to extrude and move it like so. That's great. Okay, that's really good so far, but I think, I don't know, I think the blade is too thick. We can of course make it thinner by selecting everything in edit mode and move them just a slight like so. Yeah, that's better actually. Okay, let me see. I'm going now to get our reference back, and to wireframe. I just want to see how this shape is looking like. Okay, so I think again I'm keep doing the same thing, which is pressing Ctrl Tab to switch between modes. I really need to adapt myself. Okay, let's select the vertex selection, and I'm going to this shape is like, let's select these guys and press F. No, it's not like this. Let me think about it. Okay, so I think I managed to create it like so, and just moving these guys back a little bit and create these faces, and also here. That's right. Okay, and move this back more. I think this is right. Okay, that's great.